This is the lineup.
New Zealand, Lithuania, Romania, USA.
As we have in lane 1, New Zealand, lane 2, Lithuania, lane 3, Romania, lane 4, USA, lane 5, Ireland, and lane 6, France.
Over on the far side, the Kiwis, 28 and 32 years of age in the bow. Francis, formerly Brooke Donoghue, silver medalist in Tokyo in the double. Lucy Spores scored a silver medal in the women's 8. Waikato and Canterbury. The two Lithuanians experience in the bows of Donata Karoline Deville Rinkute, the youngster in the stern. The Olympic and world champions, the slightly more introverted and cuter Bodnar in the bows. Simona Radis, more extroverted of the two in the stroke seat. Had a great regatta, haven't they? Christina Wagner in the bows from Massachusetts, and in the stern, Sophia Vitas from Wisconsin.
In lane 5, representing Ireland.
The Irish, they've had a fantastic regatta. Zoe Hyde, the more experienced of the two from Kilorgin. Alison Bergin, the young under-23 silver medalist from Fermoy. And they did so well to get to this A final. Margot Balliol and Emma Lunati from France. Balliol from Le Havre up in the north in Normandy, and Lunati from the east of France, Avignon, Grenoble.
USA, Ireland,
And I think the moment has come.
attention.
Here we go, all ready. It's another long hold, really long hold before the doubles get away. It's pretty much completely level right across the field there, I would say.
So we see there the Americans in lane 4, Wagner and Vitas. Strong start there, but they are going to have the Romanians off to their left and the Lithuanians in lane 2, who are going to be setting the early speed. The Kiwis at the top of your screen. And what a show up it's been for the Kiwis. Brooke Francis, formerly Brooke Donoghue, 2 times world champion, had baby Kira in September 2022, and Lucy Spores, her teammate from the women's 8 that took the silver in Tokyo, having baby Rupert back in December. So great to see those two women, and what an improvement they've had from World Cup 3 to these World Championships.
I think the Lithuanians are going to go out and be brave like they did in the Europeans, try and lead the Romanians, those two doubles out in front, but Romania not letting the Lithuanians lead.
No, that's right. The Romanians are the form crew here, aren't they? We see them over in lane 3, pretty much all conquering. But yeah, the Lithuanians with that experience of Donata Karoline sitting in that bow seat. She's also a mother of twins, I understand. Is that right, Sarah?
Twin boys.
So yeah, so we've got the mums on the far side in lanes 1 and 2. But they're going out with this Romanian double, who unsurprisingly are starting to move on the rest of the field.
As we see there, the Lithuanians on screen, Karolina and Rinkute. You fancied them, didn't you, Martin? That was sort of your dark horse tip for this race.
They rode so well in the Europeans. Well, they led the Romanians, who just got through them in the last minute. The Romanians, I don't think were on form there, but Romania go through the 500 in the lead. Lithuania in second place. The Irish up there with the French. The New Zealanders not out of it on the far side.
France and Ireland absolutely level for 3rd place.
As we see there, the Irish, Hyde and Bergen, they came through in 5th through the first 500-metre marker, but I think there's a lot to play out in this race. Still the world champions, Romania, in the lead.
Yeah, Bodnar and Radis, here they are at the front of the field. You would expect them now to start to ease and try and move on the rest of the field. It was a fantastic race from these Lithuanians that we saw at the European Championships, where they led the Romanians. But at the moment, the Romanians still they're holding on to a little bit of clear water, but I think the Romanians are on the move now, aren't they?
Yeah, Simona Radis in the stroke seat, probably the outstanding female Oz woman of her generation. She won the women's double sculls at the Worlds last year, jumped into the Romanian women's 8 and stroked it to a gold medal. And she is just taking distance on the field from the fast Lithuanians. The Kiwis are there in 3rd place, just 6 metres, as you can see, behind the Lithuanians. The Irish not far out of it.
Yeah, I'm wondering how this is going to play out, because I can't help thinking the Romanians will keep moving and will try to look to secure that gold medal. The Lithuanians started fast, but will the crews on this side of the course that we've got here from the United States, from Ireland, from France, start to reel in the New Zealanders, or are the New Zealanders going to be solid in that bronze medal position?
As they come through the 1,000-metre mark, confirmation, Romania still in the lead, 2.4 seconds ahead of Lithuania. New Zealand third, but look how tight it is with Ireland in fourth, USA in fifth, France in sixth. I think the Kiwis, like their trajectory from World Cup 3 has been massive, but I think they're probably still coming back to full fitness. Let's see if they can hang in there in this second 1,000 of the race. I fancy the Kiwis for next year, but this is going to get tough in this second 1,000.
Lithuania looks smooth. Dovile Rimkute, the 21-year-old, in the stroke seat, providing the traction. There's Simona Radis in the stroke seat. Just a word about the opening heats. Zoe Hyde and Alison Bergin did row through the Lithuanians in the last 500 metres of that opening heat. What will they be able to do here? New Zealand threaten.
I think it's a good call, Martin, that we take a look here at Wagner and Vitus. The American double, and there now have a strong overlap with that double from New Zealand. You can't see them in your picture. Hyde and Bergin from Ireland are also pretty much with the American double, and they are closing in for this bronze medal.
30-year-old Sophia Vitus there, this double coached by the Dutch chief coach of American rowing, Josie Verdonschot. So skilled in women's doubles coaching. There the Irish.
Yeah, Zoe Hyde and Alison Bergin coming into our shot there. You can see that they have a strong overlap with the Americans. I can promise you they're just out of the screen on the right, but they have a good overlap with the New Zealanders on the far side of the screen. And will the Lithuanians have gone out too hard too early? There's still 500 metres to go.
It's such a classy double of the Lithuanians. I'd tip them to hang on into silver medal position. That might be the heart talking, but the Romanians dominant in this race. Bodnar and Radis, there they are. Look at that relaxation forward. Look at the poise through. Look at the lock together.
So impressive, this Romanian double, leading by clear water through the 1,500-metre mark. Lithuania in second. The New Zealanders just being squeezed into fourth by the Americans in that bronze medal position. Fifth to Ireland, sixth to France, and we've got a few hundred metres remaining here on the track.
And I think the Americans are through. You can see that. I think the Irish are coming back as well. I wonder quite whether those Lithuanians are going to hang on. You said it, Martin, that the Irish rode through the Lithuanians in the heat. The Lithuanians are a classy crew. There's still 250 metres to go. We're about to hit those red buoys. Will the Americans be able to overhaul the Lithuanians, and could the Irish possibly come through and challenge for a medal as well?
Great shout. I think that silver medal is open on the track of the speed that we've seen. Not the gold. Romania out in front. Who's going to close up for the silver? Will Karolina Rimkute hold on?
Well, it's hard to see from this overhead shot. You know the Romanians are up in front. We can tell you the Lithuanians are still hanging on for that silver, but the USA are closing them down.
The Lithuanians step to 43, desperate to hold off the Americans, who are at 40. Romania still with a lead, but look at the field coming back on them. The Kiwis desperate to hang in there, but it looks like the Americans firmly into bronze. The Irish are pushing.
Bodnar and Radis out in front as they come down. They watch the Lithuanians to their left. They watch the Americans to their right. But the Romanians are going to be 2023 world champions in silver medal position. It is just going to be Lithuania. Oh, I think it is Karolina Rimkute. What a finish from Wagner and Vitus from the USA.
Well, the screen is showing that the Americans got second, but I'm not quite sure. I'm going with your eye on that, Martin. I thought the Lithuanians did get the silver.
I watched the bubble line, which is not the line. That's the thing. And I called it on the bubble line. So my apologies to American viewers.
No, you're right, Martin. We're seeing the scores come up here on screen. We'll trust your eye. It was, of course, Romania, followed by Lithuania in second, USA in third. And in fourth was Ireland, narrowly missing out on a medal. Fifth, a great race from the Kiwis, who are still on the comeback trail. And in sixth was France.
Well, it didn't disappoint, did it? The Romanians did get in control of that race and delivered. But everyone else were coming and going so brave from that New Zealand double. The new mums over there on lane one. They really did go out for it, but unsurprisingly, maybe the pressure told. You could well be right, Sarah Cook, that they could be a crew to watch next year. This year was just a step too far for the podium.
So Romania confirmed the gold medal. Lithuania
Yeah, here's where it all closed up. Another feather in the cap for Josi Verdonschot and his crew. The Americans, celebrations for the Romanians. Simona doesn't have to double up in the women's 8, we think, this year.
So confirmation there of that result that Martin Cross called. Bodnar and Redis with the gold ahead of the Lithuanians, who did grab that silver ahead of that American double, Wagner and Vitus.
Romania! Romania represented by